Good morning, you guys. Joseph Anthony Toth. I I think you guys heard of me. I'm the coach, and wow, it's an honor. So I just want to let you know, now that I'm doing this, I'm almost feeling like more invigorated. It's like some kind of energy is like just boom, knowing like, okay, shit. If I'm talking to you guys, um, I guarantee you I'll make it worth your while. Your time is sacred. You're to you and to me. And so I don't waste time with things that don't have meaning and stuff like that. We've got a plan. My objective right now is to let you know tomorrow's Mother's Day. And Mother's Day is special for everybody because we all had mothers. And what more could we have than that? It's all about peace. It's called the Praying Mantis Plan. Praying Mantis Plan, she's got a special, amazing grace that she gets from the fog that it comes through the San Francisco Bay across the, the graves of our fallen soldiers. And it comes right here into Richmond and stuff. And so that fog carries her spirit of love of the earth, spirit of sustainability, spirit of we're all in this together. And we're all in this together. Then we start thinking about, but how are you going to pay for it? All these people are really concerned, rightfully so, across the world. How are we going to go ahead and make any money to support our families? And I mean, even in America, those knuckleheads are supposed to have it all down. And, the politicians and the courts, they can't seem to find their bottoms with both of their hands sometimes. They're just, I mean, it's just new territory. Everybody's supposed to be confused because we are. But we got a plan. It's all right. And so Praying Mantis Girl is all about sales. It's all about, we know who's going to pay for it. We got this. It's part of the plan. But don't worry about that. I want you to, first of all, just sleep well tonight. Sleep well tonight. Let everybody know, hey, we got this. And we've all heard it. I don't care what culture you're in. We've got, everybody's prayed to gods and things like this. I mean, it's the Mayans. They were here first. They're awesome. And then I saw, and I got on my phone, and it was just on the other day, and they got these caves that are over 1,000 years old, and there's children hands, they're on these caves, and they're like, I don't know if it's true or not. Sure, I saw on TV and all, but they're talking about these children's hands in caves all around the world, but they were sacrificed for the gods, and I don't like to think like that. So I go back into, I'm sorry, don't worry about it. So it's all about, it's all about the money, and everybody knows, the money. But so let me slow down too. It's about sales, sales, parts, and service. And that's all of what we're doing throughout our lives and business and our relationships. It's just that everything's a three hub. And I look from the standpoint of selling, which a lot of times is where the most attention is, a lot of times where it gets us into trouble. In a lot of sales environments, there's a phrase that's used to be a person that's a really good salesperson. They can sell ice to an Eskimo. And so I wrote it down, ice to Eskimos. And then I always think in three, and ICE, immigration and custom, and those guys. And it's like, there's too many things that kind of lap in, so I kind of need to take time to kind of sort them out and put them in my puzzle. And but ice to an Eskimo means it's meant as a compliment that guy's so good as our sales team. He sells ice to Eskimo. He's got the highest numbers. And when I was in one of those sales meetings, the guy said that. I'm like, hey, sorry, but ice to Eskimo, that means someone made a sale that they knew that there was absolutely no possible benefit for the person buying the ice. That's not a good message to send. You can't just sell somebody because they buy it. If it doesn't have a benefit for it, why are you selling it? So I'm going too far, but that's what the Praying Mantis Plan is all about. All of us are hurting like crazy. And there's terrible injustices and pain and suffering that doesn't need to be. But I can't, see, I started to get up a little bit, but we got to, this is coming later, but I got to give it to you now because this is just what she does, but don't get mad. But all this has to be explained. This means so much, but don't get caught up on this. Right now, just know we all have a purpose. I know what your purpose is. You may or may not know what your purpose is, but I know it's for love. It's not for hate. not for hate. I don't do the bad. If someone does you wrong, don't do a wrong back. You get frustrated. We got it set up. I mean, in every county in the United States, every county, that's where we colonize. We colonize ourselves. You need some help? Let us know. Off the clock, on the clock. Well, we have our nut covered every month. So when we're done with our work, we're available. That's our free time. What do you mean you don't have free time? That's all we're going to have is free time, baby.
Amen.
So we got this, but I'm not supposed to say this, and so I'm kind of going to say it anyway because that's just the kind of guy I am. But my right hand, he's got a nickname. It's ES. Employees aren't slaves. And that last one, S, is two different ways. It's employees aren't slaves, that's for sure. And then the third one, because if you go employees aren't slaves, you stop at this. And when you stop at that finger, you always send a message. So I actually use that when I kind of play with people. But employees aren't slaves. If you're over 18, stupid. If you're under 18, silly. People, we're growing. Richmond's are growing. Everybody's growing. Praying man's all living peeps, all living creatures. I'm getting excited. You guys, don't worry. This is so simple. Be true. Just stop. Everybody's just stop hurting each other and throw a hug out. And the coronavirus, virus, then do this. Then just do this. This is our sign. This is third-party beneficiary. This is who praying mantis girls. Oh, you're not supposed to see any more of that. I can introduce your mom. You certainly can't see our for conflict CPR, conflict prevention and resolution. We all have problems. We got to fix them today, but you can't walk away and not solve it. But when we're going to solve problems, don't come at me. Don't yell. The rest we'll figure out. Just be cool. But enough about me. None of this is about me. But I get excited, and I really have to make sure I stay humble because this is my intellectual property. But you guys all kind of crawl in there, and knowing that right hand's shooting this. I mean, I can't deny this shit. I mean, I've got to wear this, and I'll wear it proudly, and I'll wear it so proudly. I will wear it proudly. This is from my daughter. This Chelsea Bedini. Actually, well, he's the district attorney in San Francisco. He knows who I am, and he's a good guy. Okay, I gotta pull this out. I wasn't gonna go this route, guys, but there's a part in the story when I was brought up with my religion again, I try to keep the God world out, but bottom, this is a story. So Jesus is on the cross, and he's just excruciating pain for our sins and all that jazz. And then he says, forgive them, Father, for they know not what they're doing. And I'm like, that doesn't make any sense. I mean, he knows God, he knows everything, and you're telling your dad, I'm like, that doesn't make, and I'm like, God, it doesn't make no, and then I'm thinking, but Jesus, that's his God. Well, his God, his father on earth was that dude Joseph. I happen to be Joseph Anthony, so I don't know. It means nothing, but whatever. It's part of the storyline. But I'm thinking that, when he's on the cross and all that, according to the story goes, and Santa Claus and Easter Bunny and all this kind of stuff, I don't care. But I remember the hands on the walls that I saw from the kids. That what greater sacrifice, and so that's why I'm rambling, but back to no killing. But he said, forget what. Who is he talking to? Well, he was talking to, I think, Joseph. I mean, I think Joseph's back at the shot. I don't know the Bible story. I don't know if Joseph was dead or not. But I'm imagining if he's saying, Father, forgive me, yell out, Father. He's not talking to his father. Forgive me, but he didn't do nothing. He's like, I know if I'm Joseph, I'm coming down the road. He's yelling to me, Father, forgive them. This is part of the plan. I'm coming down the road. I'm killing y'all. Let God sort you out. Fuck it. But I can't do that. We can't feel like that. That's a false motivator. It's not a false thought, but it's you. I'm so excited, you guys. Pat yourselves on the back. Think for yourselves, but love each other. I know it's hard. Familiarity breeds contempt. The 7-year itch and all that. Everything seems to be perishable. Relationships are terrible. And we are. It's all about attachment and detachment. But in the meantime, let's make today and every day count for good. Money, guys, we got that in the bank. That's easy peasy. But it's how we learn to each other. And it's a lot more fun living and being nice with people you're around and worrying about your back and someone taking your job, and it's too long already. Forgive me for that, but we got a plan. We're all gonna be okay. Let's just start thinking about what's your purpose in life. You don't be a parasite. I'm doing all this stuff, and okay, it's time for, sometimes you step up when you want to step up, but I'm saying water's warm. Pop in.
Right on.
Okay?
Right on.
Talk to you tomorrow.
Let's get in the water, guys. Get in the water. Right on, my man.
Oh, that feels good.
Nice.